Hi, welcome back. Wayne. In today's video, I'm going to chat about a Netflix film called Time Trap. And if you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because I really would like this channel to grow. And YouTube are constantly changing their algorithm, which is making it increasingly difficult. But there you go. What can I say? So, Time Warp, it kind of got my attention on Netflix as we're scrolling through to see what there is to watch. And what I liked about it was obviously the element of time travel, and it looked like a relatively modern sci-fi flick that hasn't got a lot of press. So I thought I'd give it a go. It stars Andrew Wilson as Hopper, Cassidy Guilford as Kara, and they're the main leads. There's male and female. Bryony Howie as Jake. So it is relatively a young cast. It starts off with their dad, Hopper's dad, getting lost in a cave. He comes back because he wants to do some further investigation. So the kids are at home alone, and what they do is they decide that after a day of Hopper's dad not being around, they're going to go and look for him themselves. So Hopper borrows his girlfriend's car. It kind of gives the impression that he's his girlfriend, but college friend Kara. So they all go up there with Jake and Taylor, Vives and Furby. I know Furby. I still can't. Didn't seem right in the film, but it seems even less correct saying it out loud. So they all go up and they find the cave, and basically they get stuck in the cave, but they don't realise this. So as they're investigating the cave, they're looking for obviously any connection to their dad, and it's pace-wise, it's a slow burner. Which is why I think it's probably not got so much good reviews, because again from the trailers they seem to show all the action in that, and you get the impression from these trailers that they're trying to make, if there's not a lot of action in a film, then no one's going to watch it. But yeah, I think they just need to change how they market some of these films, and they wouldn't get such a bad review. Is my review going to be any better? So wait and see. So yeah, the pace of the film is slow, but it builds the characters up, and you do feel a little bit of attachment to the kids, because at the end of the day they are just trying to do the right thing and look for their dad. How it goes about with the time travel was, yeah, it was thought out. It wasn't just a simple case of this tunnel's there, and next thing you know in the film at least they're thousands of years in front or thousands of years behind, and then they can get out of the tunnel and come back and return to this moment in time. So it doesn't really explain how they were able to time travel, but once they're in there they are kind of stuck in there, which is hence the title Time Trap. So say the pacing of the film is slow, but it builds up on the characters, and this is really to try and give you a sense of attachment to the characters as they go through the various events that happen to them in the tunnels. I'm not going to spoil too much of the film by telling you exactly what happens, but there is a tragedy in this film, and they kind of cope with that. The tragedy leads to the realisation of what's actually happening to them, i.e. they're now stuck in a cave that realistically they can't get out of. So yeah, they still go and search for their dad, and there is, it gets kind of like halfway, 2/3 of the way through, and you kind of get a feel of what's going on with the characters, what and how it's going to finish. But it didn't finish how I thought it would. There is a happy ending at the end of it, but it's how they come about the happy ending is different to how I would have thought it was going to pan out. There's obviously that element of time travel where if you can affect things in the past, does it affect the future? They don't really delve into that too much, because they're just in the one spot. And yeah, it's a slow burn. I mean, I'd probably say it's a 6.5 out of 10, and I don't think I'm doing it a disservice at that score. There is enough in there to keep you and to keep you watching. The pace makes it feel a little bit flat because you judge it by the trailer, as we do, and it looks a little bit more action. So there's no real action scenes in this for a good percentage of the film. The action itself is it's more like one-on-one hand-to-hand combat, as opposed to any fancy weapons or any advanced technologies. So there isn't that much that they can really do with it, but it was okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it was the world's worst film. It's not the world's best either, but it's more of a thriller. I think I was watching this thinking it was going to be a bit of action and everything else, and it's not. It's more of a sci-fi thriller, and they're generally a little bit slow paced anyway. So yeah, if you're looking for a sci-fi thriller that isn't going to tax your brain too much, but give you a little bit of thought, then yeah, I'd say jump in and watch Time Trap, and come back here. Go and watch it. Come back here if you agree with me or disagree with me. Leave a comment in the comments box below. So yeah, overall it's an okay film, probably worth a little bit more credit than what the criticisms it's got at the moment, but I think that's because people are watching it with the wrong expectations. So it's a thriller. Don't go looking for mass action or big science and special effects and weapons and such and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, given the state of how society is at the moment, and we're all stuck indoors, it's better than sitting on the couch watching Disney's Descendants. Trust me, I've seen enough of Disney's Descendants. That's for another video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like me ramblings, then please do give it as a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Comment, like, share. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.